A 5-number code? There's no way we can guess the code here. Oh! Do we not need a clue? What is up with the sound wave? Oh, we don't need it. We don't need a clue.
So, Poirot, any luck so far?
You've got to be kidding me.
Have you tried 0000? Poirot, what if the briefcase is booby-trapped? Poirot, I'm disappointed in you. I was certain you would have it by now. If you need a break, I can ask Jean to make you some coffee. But of course you know what you're doing. It is booby-trapped, is it? Have you tried
Bog?
1, 2, 3, 4?
Quiet,
No, that's
Bog.
fine. I never remember my passwords, so I make them easy ones.
Bog!
We really need to find the combination.
Stay quiet! I need...
So, Poirot, any luck so far?
What? It's up with
If
you,
you
Bog.
need a break, I can ask Jean to make you some coffee. We really need to find the combination. Poirot,
Shut
I'm
it, Bog.
disappointed in you.
I cannot
I was
listen to the
certain
sound
You would
waves
have it by now.
when you are talking.
No, that's mine.
See?
I never remember
The
my
sound waves do not
passwords,
change while he
so
talks,
I make them
guys.
easy ones. Have you tried?
Oh
1,
my god,
2,
Bog!
3,
I need to
4?
leave this scene. What
But
is
of
your
course you know
problem,
what you're
Bog?
doing. It is booby-trapped, is it? Poirot,
Bog?
what if...
Book. Silent like a mouse, please.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll be quiet now. You need to concentrate. I will not utter another word. Not one.
Book. There will be another murder on the Orient Express in a moment.
So stay quiet, please. I need to listen to this very intently, guys. I didn't know Poirot had this kind of skills. This lock-picking skills. He has never done it before in the books. Or in the movies, or whatever, guys. Wow, we don't need a clue for this. He has good ears. Yeah, X6. X62. I wonder if this is actually doable in real life. Push your ears right against the dials, guys. And try it, everyone. Maybe the clicks are different. The sound of the clicks. Oh, she has a gun. Is it loaded? Is the safety off? On.
She has a gun.
Come, Poirot. Criminals are often known to carry one.
Ratchet was stabbed, not shot. But then why take it on the train?
Maybe she's an operative. Maybe she's a spy. Oh, police! Police Detective Berkshire. Wow.
This badge says that Joanna Locke is an American detective with the Berkshire Police Department in Massachusetts.
An American police officer? Oh.
Her ID. Joanna Locke. From Massachusetts.
Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is American.
These are fake IDs. It's certain.
Why are you so sure, Mark?
Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is American.
These are fake IDs. It's certain.
You're very stubborn, Mark. Alright, pictures now, guys. Ooh, this picture.
The stuffed animal is the same as in the photo found at the crime scene.
What a coincidence.
Mademoiselle Locke appears to have been investigating Monsieur Hatchet.
His connection with the kidnapping case and the subsequent murder of this little child. Ratchet. Yep. And his assistants.
Mademoiselle Locke seems very interested in our victim.
Of course. She has studied her target.
Possibly.
Look, she's waking up.
Thanks to you, I would not be surprised if our murder victim were also waking up.
What?
You're like an alarm clock, Borg.
Oh, my head. What's all the yelling about?
Who are you? Give me a good reason why you should not be in handcuffs.
I can give you a reason, Book. Whose handcuffs will we use? I have none. Do you?
Well,
You are Joanna Locke, mademoiselle?
Yes, Joanna Locke. I'm a detective. Berkshire, Massachusetts Police.
I have found your credentials, mademoiselle.
And I know who you are, Mr. Poirot.
Then, if the introductions are complete, perhaps the explanations may begin.
I'll try. It's simple, really. I'm on the trail of a murderer.
Ooh, maybe we're getting a chance to play as Joanna Locke now. Maybe. Hercule Poirot's obituary appeared on the front page of the New York Times in 1975. In advance of the publication occurred in Poirot's last case. Yeah, he died in that book, guys.
I had just been promoted to detective after 5 years on patrol. It was my first time on a major case. It had been a month since Daisy Armstrong was kidnapped. The Armstrongs were desperate for some sign of hope. I was there only for paperwork, to fill in some blanks.
Wow, we're playing as Joanna now. In the past. Well, she's investigating the case, the kidnapping case. Wow, this is the first time ever in the game, guys. In an Orient Express game.
I should go through the case file one more time.
How exciting is this? Daisy Armstrong case. A 3-year-old girl, daughter of John and Sonia Armstrong, victim was taken sometime on the evening of February 24th, 2019. The abduction took place at the Armstrong residence where a reception was being held. Miss Moreau, Daisy's nanny, discovered the child's disappearance at approximately 10:45 p.m. Oh, am I supposed to click on this? Okay, wait. A ladder was found outside the child's bedroom window. It was used to remove Daisy from the house. The window, usually locked from the inside, was found open. And 4-wheel drive tracks were found in the woods near the house. No party guests drove a 4x4. After law enforcement protocols were in place, the Armstrongs followed the ransom demand instructions and paid a ransom of $1 million on March 1st, 2019. And since then, there has been no further communication from the kidnappers, and Daisy has not been returned. The investigation is ongoing. Alright, so the notes. Oh, is it have $1 million ready in 2 to 3 days? We will inform you where to deliver the money. We caution you not to go public or talk to the police. The child is in safe hands. Wow. John Armstrong, retired colonel, 38 years old. So the father, guys. Statement. We were hosting a social event to raise money for the local museum. There were many people, some of them total strangers to us, and we were all very busy. And then we heard Suzanne, Daisy's nanny, screaming. It must have been 10:45 p.m. or 10:50 p.m. My wife and I went upstairs to Daisy's room, and Suzanne was crying hysterically. Daisy was no longer in her bed, and on her pillow was a ransom note. Alright, Sonia, the mother, guys. 32 years old, the housewife. The last time I saw Daisy was about 10:30 p.m. when I went up to check on her in her room. Noticed Suzanne was not around, but Daisy was sleeping peacefully. I stayed with her for 10 minutes or so. I assumed Suzanne would return soon, so I rejoined the party. The nanny. Computer input error 79. What? Kind of error here, guys. Telephone record for the day of the abduction of the Armstrongs and Miss Moreau. So, Sonia, John Armstrong, Suzanne, John Armstrong, call 911. Okay, wait up. Suzanne screamed at around 10:45 p.m. So that's when she discovered the child was gone. 10:45. What about the phone calls though? The time of the phone calls. The phone calls. Okay, this one is right before her discovery, guys. So she was on the call for 30 minutes. On the phone for 30 minutes. Interesting, guys.
The phone record of the night of the kidnapping. The last call was for 911. That's why I'm here. A damn computer glitch. Or somebody pushed delete instead of save. Whatever happened, we lost the nanny's deposition. So my entire contribution to the investigation is to take it again.
So we need to interrogate her again. We need her statement, guys. That's why we're here.
I can't imagine the pain her parents felt when they realized Daisy was gone. How are they going to feel when they realize I have no answers for them? Only more questions. How could the child be taken with so many people in the house?
That window was unlocked.
The misspellings are clearly on purpose, and they didn't return the child when the ransom was paid. The crime was audacious. How could the kidnapper know which was the window of Daisy's room? No, they could use a ladder to reach it, and no, they could enter the room without being seen.
Very good questions, guys. I don't remember the detail of this. I haven't read the book in a very long time, and haven't watched the movie in a very long time. So, was it an inside job? Someone from the inside opened the window, opened the locked window, unlocked it. I don't remember the details, guys.
The investigation is now part of a pile of investigations, and my captain sent me here just to dot some I's and cross some T's. A topographical map, often more important than a road map in these mountains.
Wow, this is exciting, guys. Who would have thought that we can investigate the Armstrong kidnapping case in the game here? How incredible is this, everyone? Her toys, her bikes, her tricycles are still here. No doorbell?
Good evening. Colonel Armstrong?
Yes. You're the detective they phoned about.
Joanna Locke.
I don't remember you.
I'm newly assigned to the case.
It's about time more detectives were involved. My wife, Sonia, she hasn't been herself. Every day is a waking nightmare for us. Tell me you've uncovered something new.
I'm here to speak to your daughter's nanny. There was a computer problem. Her earlier statement has been lost.
Oh, I see. We had hoped. Well, do as you wish. I won't be far if you need me.
Hello everyone in the chat. I have to reload the chat. It was stored. But welcome everyone. Charles Darkin, hello. Hope you're doing well. Softy42, welcome. Alright. Have a good night's sleep. What a place.
Their fairy tale became a nightmare.
How very sad, guys.
How are you doing? Are you holding up?
You know, in the military, you're supposed to have the stiffest of upper lips. The Desert War taught me that soon enough. But this, it's difficult. Damned difficult. Harder on my good lady, of course.
It's going to get worse, unfortunately.
Do you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
Her room is upstairs across the hall from Daisy's. She seldom leaves it.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
What a dear child.
Save the game. Yeah, thank you very much, Moderator Ray.
Sympathy and support for the Armstrong family during this difficult time. Thoughtful, but never enough.
Alright. All the people from this timeline, from the past, guys. The characters from the past. The Armstrong family and her nanny. Daisy Armstrong. This chapter is all about Daisy Armstrong, guys. Wow. I'm so glad the developers took up this opportunity to get us so much closer to the Armstrong case. We can do our own investigation on this now. How awesome. The game mixes two Agatha Christie's cases. You're right, Sophia. Yes. And it's awesome. Oh, that's our nanny.
A toy train. Now here I am on a real one. Lyon, in France. What a lovely looking city.
Hello. Hello, kitty.
Hello, are you Suzanne Moreau, Daisy's nanny?
Yes?
I'm Joanna Locke, a detective working on Daisy's case.
Is there any news?
I'm afraid not.
How can I help you?
I'm really sorry. I'm afraid I have to take your statement again concerning the evening of Daisy's disappearance. There was a computer problem. Your statement was accidentally deleted.
Of course. I want to help any way I can.
Tell me about that night in your own words.
The Armstrongs had a party to raise money for a museum, I think. Mrs. Armstrong is on her board. I was in charge of Daisy. I stayed with the little one all evening, playing with her and reading books to her. She couldn't sleep with all the noise and the comings and goings.
What about that 30-minute phone call that you had? Tell me about the phone call. Who did you call?
When did you notice Daisy was missing?
I was only gone 5 minutes to phone my mother. She's in the hospital. When I returned, Daisy wasn't in her bed. I thought she might have gone to look at the party, but then I saw the ransom note on her pillow. I screamed and screamed. I couldn't stop.
You had a 30-minute phone call. I have the evidence right here.
Did you notice anything unusual before that?
I was with Daisy all evening. Finally, she fell asleep. I didn't see anyone else or notice anything in particular.
Do you have any idea who did this?
No! I can't see who could have done such a horrible thing. The Armstrongs are such good people. Like my own family.
Thank you for giving me your statement again. I'll get back to you if I have any questions.
I won't be far.
Okay, I have Suzanne's statement. But her answers need some checking.
Yep. She's lying, guys. Alright, we have a new mind map. Check the facts in the file. Do we compare the two? Now, select one element which does not match Miss Moreau's testimony about her phone call. This one is wrong.
This information does not correspond to what Suzanne told me. Suzanne said she left Daisy alone for 5 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she stayed with Daisy for a while and Suzanne did not return. Score. 1 for the good guys.
Wow. Alright. Cross-checking the stories. Say another mind map. The accounts given by the two women diverge regarding the amount of time Miss Monroe was gone from Daisy's room. We can just look at the phone call records. Can we not do it right now? How do we do it? Is there a way to... solve this problem right now? So my notes are still in the car. The one with the phone records. The one that told us about the 30-minute phone call, guys. Alright, I don't know what's happening here, but is Mrs. Armstrong here? Maybe we can talk to her too. Oh, there you are. Inside Daisy's room, guys. And she is pregnant.
A toy castle. When I was a kid, I had a police station and a tiny squad car with a siren that really worked. The world through the eyes of a child seems so sweet.
Mrs. Armstrong, my name is Joanna Locke. I'm a detective investigating the kidnapping of your daughter. May I talk to you? When is your baby due? Mrs. Armstrong? Sonia?
I don't want to talk. I just want to see my daughter again. That's all that matters.
The poor woman. I can't imagine how she feels. And another baby on the way? I want to help, but I'm here to take the nanny's statement, and there are no words I can think of to ease Sonia's pain.
Yeah, think about it, guys. This is a new character then. Yeah, a new character. There wasn't any police investigator on the train. Pretending to be a passenger. Yeah, she wasn't in the book. So she's new, a new character.
I want to see my daughter again.
New mind map. Select an element in the file which can comfort Mrs. Armstrong.
Nothing shocks me here. That is a great detective job.
Isn't this a little bit too much? The posing at the end.
Mrs. Armstrong? Let me show you this.
Daisy, my little Daisy. I miss her so much. How good it is to see her face.
I can't imagine the pain you're feeling right now.
She loved her little stuffed animal, Fluffy. She took him everywhere with her. The kidnappers took it as well. They didn't have to. That means they wouldn't hurt her, doesn't it?
Every lead will be followed up. You have my word on that.
Thank you. I shouldn't lose hope. Somehow.
I know it isn't my case, but I just made a promise, and I mean to keep it.
Do you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
She's in her room. Last door on the left.
Tell me about the night Daisy was taken, especially anything about your daughter and Suzanne Moreau.
Apart from seeing to our guests, I took a moment to check on Suzanne and Daisy in Daisy's room. Suzanne wasn't there, but Daisy was asleep. I sat with her for 10 minutes or so. Suzanne didn't return while I was there, but there's no reason for her to sit there all night when Daisy is asleep. I went back downstairs.
I
May I
believe
come
your
back?
words.
If I have more questions?
Of course. Anything I can do.
Okay, the stories Sonia and Suzanne tell don't match. I should recheck my file and track Suzanne's movements.
The phone call. 30-minute phone call. Alright, check the phone numbers in the file. We have a new mind map, or new objective here. Select another element which doesn't match with Miss Monroe, what she said in her testimony. The 30-minute phone call, guys, from 10:11 to 10:45 p.m.
That is not exactly what Suzanne told me earlier. Suzanne was on the phone more than 5 minutes.
30 minutes.
The detective gets it right.
34 minutes. There is a difference between Miss Armstrong and Miss Moreau's testimony. I need to know how long Miss Moreau left Daisy alone that night. Well, we just have to go ask her now. Give her a lie detector test, guys.
If I understand you correctly, you left Daisy when she was not asleep?
The party was very loud. Daisy was too wound up to sleep. I read her a Motley Mule detective story to try and put her to sleep. Daisy finally fell asleep. right before Motley Mule solved his case in the book I was reading her. I had to make a quick phone call. No more than 5 minutes. But when I came back, Daisy was gone.
Yeah, keep lying now. Keep lying. Which of these sentences contain a lie? 5-minute phone call, guys. 5-minute phone call. This one. Can I confirm the choice here?
Are you sure you were only gone for 5 minutes?
5, 6, what does it matter? It was very quick.
What you're telling me doesn't really agree with what Mrs. Armstrong says.
Mrs. Armstrong must have looked in right after I'd left.
That's how it could have happened. But the timing of the kidnapping had to be so precise. How could it be? I need to find something more concrete.
You say you were only away 5 or 6 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she was alone there more like 10 minutes. And the phone record shows that you stayed on the call for more than 30 minutes, way longer than you said.
My mother is extremely ill. It's difficult for me. I may have lost track of time. When I came back, Daisy had disappeared. It must have been a coincidence.
You have to be precise, Suzanne. A little girl's life is at stake.
Why are you doing this? I didn't do anything wrong. I would never hurt Daisy.
I need to check Suzanne's story. She's panicking. Why now? What is she afraid of?
We need to check the number of the phone call, guys. Need to find out who that is. Who the receiver of the call is. Welcome back, Motivator Ray. Yeah, the connection is back to normal now. I know what the problem is. The thing is, I have rearranged my room, so everything is not in the original places. Alright, we have to go to a new mind map here. A suffering mother. Need to check her number, guys. Call Miss Moreau's mother to check her alibi. What is her number? Can we not look at the notes? Oh, okay, there we go. Five 2140.
Hey, I'm a pretty good detective after all.
The number you have called is not in service at this time. Please hang up and dial again, or contact your service provider.
The number Suzanne called is not in service? A hospital?
Well, Suzanne?
I should see if the Armstrongs can confirm what Suzanne told me.
Alright. Well, we got a new marker here. Verify Miss Moreau's story. Okay. Now let's go talk to Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong again. I hate it when games where the characters do not have this the step animations, guys. In this day and age, I think the characters need to have the staircase animation. Walking up the steps, walking down the steps. I think it is unacceptable. But this is an adventure game, so it is what it is. But if it is an action game, then I'll go mad.
Did you see Miss Moreau during the party?
I remember seeing her at some point, but otherwise, no. I was too busy with my guests. Wear the smile, shake the proffered hand.
Ms. Moreau told me she called her mother.
Well, why not? I believe they are very close, and the poor woman is not well. She needs some experimental treatment that isn't available yet in France.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
He fully trusted his nanny. Mrs. Armstrong. A word, please.
I spoke with Suzanne. She was phoning her mother. That's why you didn't see her when you went to check on Daisy.
Yes, her mother. I tried to call the poor woman earlier that week, but the hospital said she's been in a medically induced coma for more than 2 months.
Suzanne told me she called her mother, but she would have known her mother was in a coma.
Oh boy. Miss Nanny, you got some explaining to do here. Pavlina, welcome to the stream.
The number you called that night is no longer in service.
I don't understand. That's the number the hospital gave me to call my mother's room.
You told me you were on the phone with your mother when Daisy was abducted.
As we said earlier, I didn't pay attention and was on the phone longer than I said. But since my mother is very ill, she had to leave her hometown, Lyon, because the treatment is not approved yet in France. She is in an hospital in Boston for a special treatment. I call her every night to check on her. When I came back, Daisy was gone. I'll never forgive myself.
Confrontation. Alright, guys. I guess I'll pick this one then. Her mother is very ill. She's in hospital in Boston for special treatment. Call her every night to check on her. Well, this one is wrong.
Are you sure you called your mother?
Yes, every night since she was admitted in December.
The same mother who is in a coma right now.
Suzanne, I think you really care for Daisy. If you do, then tell me the truth. You can't have been calling your mother while she's in a coma.
My mom really is in a hospital in Boston. She really is in a coma. I wasn't calling her. I was on the phone with my boyfriend, Noah.
Why lie about it? Why are you panicking?
Because he's gone. I haven't heard from him since the night of the kidnapping. I'm afraid he's somehow connected to Daisy's disappearance. That he was just using me somehow. But I swear I talked to him. Yes, for more like 30 minutes that night. So he couldn't have kidnapped Daisy at the same time we were talking.
But he could have kept you talking so someone else could take Daisy.
Yes, you can see why I lied. Can't you? I was afraid you'd suspect me of having something to do with it. You can understand that, can't you?
Suzanne, I want to believe you, but you've made it harder to find Daisy. Do you realize that?
Oh my god. What have I done?
What's most important is not what you've done, but what you do now. Go. I'll be back to talk to you. No more lies, Suzanne. For Daisy, no more lies.
We need to ask her if she
Noah.
can unlock the door. The window.
name might lead us to that little girl. I am on this case now, whether my captain wants me to be or not.
Did she unlock the window, guys? I'll learn more about Miss Morrow's boyfriend, Noah. Wow. Comments. Cuisine. Cuisine review, restaurant review. Dictionary, French to English. Romeo and Juliet. I need to spin the books around, guys. Hold on. Maybe there's something at the back of the books. Motley Mule Detective. Oh, a journal? Looks like a journal.
A locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets.
I'm sure we can open this. It's not going to be a problem. Poirot can open locked suitcases, so I bet you can open locked diaries too.
A locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets.
So this one requires a key. Is that around the world in 80 days? Tour around the world in 80 days? I don't know French, but I can read that title, guys. I know what it means. Alright, need to find a key to her diary. Ooh, N for Noah.
A card from the florist. It's signed N.
A gift from her boyfriend. Victor Hugo, Les Miserables. Wow. Volume number 4.
Huh. What's in the glass case? Oh, big surprise. Glasses.
Favorite bed bug. Phineas and Fox Adventure Book. Oh, that's the other book. I'm not familiar with this, though. A famous book? Famous author? Oh, key to the diary, guys. Key to... Oh no, it's just a
An
keychain.
Eiffel Tower keychain, but no key. I expect Suzanne must have gone through a lot of tissues these past weeks. Small jewelry box. By the size, I'm guessing earrings.
Wedding ring. Wedding ring. Oh, I knew it! A ring and a key, wow.
Why put a key in a jewelry box?
For safekeeping here. I wonder if she... I don't know. Maybe she used French. She wrote her journal in French. All her diary pages are in French, guys. But no problem here. We have Softia42 in the chat. You can do the translating. It's not going to be a problem. It's gotta be in French. People do not write journal pages in anything but the first language, guys, right? I don't know. Maybe she's practicing English here. She's writing her pages in English.
That doesn't work.
No, it's not the journal key. Oh, maybe it's the other way around. Clockwise.
That
The
doesn't
other way.
work.
The other way. I'm trying to spin it the other way around. One more time. The other...
That doesn't work.
It keeps spinning counterclockwise. Can we do it clockwise? Or is that impossible to do here, guys? No, the other way.
That doesn't work.
I don't think we can spin it clockwise. So, is this not the right key, guys? Wow. Oh, the... sneaky. We're supposed to input in this way, guys. The wide side of the key goes in first. Wow.
Okay, Suzanne. Let's see what you haven't told me.
English! February 9, 2019, day at the park with Noah. I can tell he's opening up more and more with me. I chatter on and on about my job. I told him how much I like the Armstrongs, especially Daisy. Really feel like he's invested in our relationship. That kind of man is so rare these days. February 14, 2019, Valentine's Day. Noah and I went to the Blue Lagoon, our favorite restaurant, for lunch. It was wonderful at first, but then something happened. Noah received a text message. I don't know what it was, but he said we had to leave. He wouldn't say anything else. Instead we went away somewhere in the mountains. Finally, we arrived at the cabin in the middle of nowhere. He told me to stay in the car. Not very romantic for Valentine's Day. And the 23rd, Noah gave me flowers! He is usually very attentive, but despite everything, I felt he was more distant today. I hope he is well. I would like to be more present for him, but I don't want to interfere with his private life. March 15th. It's been a while since I wrote this diary. Didn't have the strength, and I think this is the last time I will write in it. My dear Daisy was kidnapped, and I haven't heard from Noah since that day. It was the night Daisy was taken. He talked and talked. I left Daisy too long and now she is gone. I thought he loved me, but he just never called again, or anything. He hasn't replied to my messages since the night Daisy. I'm lost. It's my fault Daisy is gone. Didn't watch over her. And did you unlock the window? Did you unlock the window?
I can see why Suzanne didn't tell me everything about this, Noah. It's clear when he disappeared that she realized something was very wrong. A toy train. Now here I am on a real one.
Alright, can we do something new here? Learn more about Miss Moreau's boyfriend, Noah. Reconstruct the facts. Alright, the kidnapper carries a little girl down the ladder and is gone. So she received a phone call. The kidnapper entered through the front door. Alright, first, he has to place the ladder outside. That's the first step. And then Noah, her boyfriend, he kept her distracted, guys. And then the kidnapper entered through the front door. Up the steps, kidnapped the baby, and down the ladder.
That's it. No rookie mistake there. The kidnapper places a ladder under the window to Daisy's room. Then he joins the party, just one guest in the crowd. He somehow knows when Suzanne leaves the room, then sneaks upstairs. He opens Daisy's window, carries her down the ladder, and vanishes.
We solved the case.
Can you tell me anything about Suzanne's boyfriend?
I know she dated our chauffeur for a while. There was someone else she'd met recently, but I don't recall his name.
His name is Noah. Do you guys like this painting? I like it. Don't mind putting this in my room, guys. If they, but I need a very high ceiling room. It's too big. Maybe I can shrink it into the correct size and put it in my room.
Know anything about Miss Moreau's boyfriend?
Her boyfriend? I know she went out with someone for a while there. More recently, I saw a man in a 4x4 who would pick her up on her nights off. He never got out of his car, just waited for her. She did seem to spend more time than usual on the phone these past few weeks, but she worked hard. We weren't going to begrudge her what free time she had. Since the abduction, she keeps pretty much to herself.
My map updated.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
Look through the file for something about a 4x4. Okay, 4x4 pickup truck. Right there. 4-wheel drive tracks were found in the woods near the house. No party guest drove a 4x4.
These tire tracks could well be from Suzanne's boyfriend's 4x4. Score. 1 for the good guys.
Confront Miss Moreau about her boyfriend.
I imagine these flowers must have been beautiful. Who gave them to you?
The gardener. They're getting pretty wilted, but I hate to throw them away.
Stop lying, I see the tag. There's an N on the tag, N for Noah.
Tell me about your boyfriend. Have you been together long?
My boyfriend? Why? He doesn't have anything to do with this.
Please, Suzanne, the sooner you answer my question, the sooner we'll be done.
His name is Noah Garrity. I met him at a Lunar New Year party in Great Barrington. He is a kind and caring person, although, well, I miss him. He had to go away on business. He should be back.
Tread marks of a 4-wheel drive vehicle were found outside the garden on the night of the kidnapping. Noah drives one, doesn't he? Where is he, Suzanne? If you know anything more about him, you have to tell me.
I know what you're thinking, but it's impossible. He was very nice to me. He never did anything to make me suspicious. We went out to eat, to the movies. Just like a normal couple. He's not the only man in the Berkshires who drives that kind of car.
Answer my question here. Where is he? Where can we find him? And never did anything to make me suspicious. Well... which one is a lie here, guys? This one? Never did anything to make me suspicious.
You really didn't notice anything strange about Noah until he vanished?
He could get moody at times, as if he had a lot on his mind.
In your diary, you say that Noah took you to a cabin in the mountains on Valentine's Day.
You read my diary?
I'm sorry,
Yes.
but we have to find Daisy. We both want that. So yes, I looked in your diary.
You're right. He took me to a cabin in the woods. I waited for him in the car. He came out after a few minutes. He was very sweet and apologetic, but he never explained. We went back to the restaurant for dessert.
Did you ever go back to the cabin with him?
No, never.
So what made Noah drive all the way to a cabin in the middle of nowhere? He left her in the car. Why was he there? This is important. I know it is. I can use Suzanne's directions to the cabin and compare them to the map of the area I have in my car.
Cool. Location of the cabin. What did Miss Moreau tell me about the ride to the cabin? They crossed 2 bridges and some thick woods, and then they passed a cornfield on the left and enter a heavy wooded area. Oh, can we look at the map? Locate. The 4x4. How do we access the map? How do we do this? Go back to the police car.